sweet people that may be watching this. You know, this is something that I feel very drawn to talk to when I haven't even drank my coffee yet. It's just sitting over there, and you came first because I have things, and they're really important, and I feel like a lot of people in my shoes would understand. And for those of you just learning more about what it means for me to be an autistic adult, then I think it's important for you too to understand what some of these intricacies that I'm facing as I kind of explore this important part of myself and how I live and function. But although I'm like very energetic right now and smiling, the stuff I'm going to talk about has definitely caused some emotional turmoil, if we want to call it that. So here where I live in the Bay Area, I am currently teaching a couple of yoga classes, which I'm really grateful for just because there are so many yoga teachers here that are probably more qualified than I am, but just the opportunity to get my foot in the door is really, really, really great. But one of the classes that I've taken on more recently is it's a certain group of people, and probably the more typical of what you might associate with San Francisco wealthier people. I don't want to throw stereotypes, but alas, this is kind of making me throw stereotypes, but think of the people that are sending food back because maybe it doesn't taste exactly right. Or in this case, are sending in comments online that are basically telling me that I am an awful yoga teacher. I have no idea what I'm doing. I should be replaced, and it's a total waste of their time during their very busy day. And while I cannot take criticism, I do know that. What I can do here in something at least that I know that I am capable of doing, despite all of the factors here that would likely shoo away people like me from doing a type of position that is very verbal and dealing with people very directly. And it's something that I'm so passionate about and I love to do. So when I get these comments, this is just over like 2 days, I've gotten 2 emails with 2 comments about, holy cow, you obviously don't know what you're doing because look at this feedback that you've gotten. That is the first feedback that I've ever gotten, mind you, in this format. Well, my gut reaction is just kind of to say to screw it all and just say replace me. Obviously, they don't want me. It's also an opportunity to kind of go back and tentatively say that Hi, I'm autistic, and no, I'm probably not going to give you eye contact. I really don't want to touch you, and I it takes me a little bit to actually figure out what the heck is going on in a different environment. But the other side of the coin is that while I think it could be a good platform, I could also see it going the complete opposite direction, and that is used against me, that if people don't get it, which a lot of people don't get it, which is a shame, which is why I'm here, but it could be used against me for more comments I could see saying, why are you letting autistic people or disabled people teaching this yoga class? Because this is not what I signed up for. This is not like a charity class. You can see I've been thinking about this a lot, and this is at least what I'm seeing as like the first time where this is really, really clear to me what's going on. Because anytime in the past when I didn't know I was autistic and huge problems would arise like this, that would lead to problems and losing jobs. I didn't know what the problem was. I didn't know what the root was. I seriously would leave blindsided by the fact that things weren't working. And no one was telling me otherwise. And now I'm in a position, gratefully, that it's obvious. It's so obvious. And because of that, I can see how often this could happen to anybody with really any sort of situation, whether you are autistic or neurodiverse or really anything that makes you different could be so easily used against you in this case, a Yelp type of comment and justification for other people to say, you can't do this, and discredit you completely. Which is so frustrating. And while I wish that I could say I'm going to go in confidently and address this essentially like hate and criticism, and it'll be all super understanding, kumbaya, like let's move forward, I don't know. And it's really playing hard on my mind of otherwise feeling like I need to put on a show or put on this whole new character just to appease a small group of people working in a really, really fancy office that I already feel kind of out of place in. Me walking in wearing my Toms and my funky socks and my bangs that are probably very uneven because me, and I don't know. It's a lot, and I'm putting this out here not only for me to kind of express it, but also that anyone who has been or is or will be in a position like this, simply because you are different, neurodiverse, autistic, and you are essentially defying the odds in what you're doing and putting yourself out there in positions where you might not be welcome. Seriously, I see you, I feel you, and you're doing amazing things. And I hope that eventually people will be more understanding. But until then, we kind of have to learn when and where we're welcome, which can be quite limited, and otherwise know how to move forward, which can feel like basically falling flat on your face time and time again. But we're still kicking. We're still autistic. We're still doing the things. But I would love to hear your comments down below if you've ever been in a situation like mine, or maybe this is illuminating to you, or you have other thoughts. I would love to hear them and start this conversation. So I leave you on this note of continuing the conversation, and so many blessings to you today and whenever you might be watching. So thank you and take care.